welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Courtney and I've been a part-time reseller since 2018. And today I have a thrift haul for you guys. This is going to be part 2 of what I sourced to sell on my first Whatnot show. I honestly didn't realize how much I had actually sourced this day. I mean, I knew because it was 150 items, but I didn't realize how long it was going to take me to haul it. So it looks like I am going to have to split this up into 3 parts, which I don't know if I've ever done that before. Otherwise, I'd be keeping you here all day. It'd probably be at least an hour long if I did the rest of it. So we are going to do part 2 today, and then I will upload part 3 in the future. If you have not already seen my first video from this haul, it is, I think it was 2 videos ago, so make sure you go back and check that out. It'll have a lot more information about like my strategy going into selling on Whatnot for the first time, how I'm sourcing, how I'm going to price things, etc. So all that information lives in the first video. Today we're just going to jump right into the haul, but I did want to mention, if you do not have a Whatnot account yet and you're interested in signing up, I do have a link in my description of this video below. That's my personal link. So if you sign up using that link, you will get, I believe it's like $15 free credit to use towards your first purchase. And if you use my link, I'll get a kickback as well once you make your first purchase. And then there's a second link in my description, which is a link to my show on December 2nd on Whatnot. So if you want to go in and bookmark that, you can find that there as well. So we will go ahead and jump right into it. I don't know if I put it in the thumbnail or not, but I have a massive trash bag full that is literally busting at the seams. I could barely get it in here without it tearing. So I have it propped up next to me. It's literally this tall. So I'm, what did I say, 5'4"? So this is probably 3 feet tall. So anyways, let's go ahead and see what we got. I sourced this stuff, I'd say a week and a half ago now, and if you've ever heard of thrift amnesia, it is a real thing. I literally, the second I leave the thrift store, I immediately forget what I bought. I don't know how or why it happens, but it definitely happens. So, all right, so first piece, I do want to mention, I talked more about this in my first video, but I got all the stuff from a thrift outlet, and the day that I went, everything was $1.75 per piece. So every single thing you're going to see in today's haul, I paid $1.75 each for, which, I mean, when it comes to cost of goods, can't get any better than that unless it's free. But all right, so first is Loft Outlet Lounge, not a brand I would typically pick up to resell on Poshmark or eBay, and I talked more about that in my first video as well. All of this stuff was specifically sourced for Whatnot. I normally, pre my first Whatnot sale, I strictly sell on Poshmark and a little bit on eBay. If I would have picked up one of these items or any of these items to sell on Poshmark or eBay, I will try to remember to mention that. Otherwise, like, don't take the items in these haul as things you should invest large amounts of money in for resale on like a buy it now resale platform. It's a totally different experience. It's a totally different like shopping base, buyer base. So just keep that in mind. So like I said, this is Loft Outlet Lounge. About halfway through this thrift trip, I realized that most everything that I had picked up was like summery and springy. And we're going into, what month are we in now? November. So I was like, all right, I need to focus more on like style-based sweaters and things like that. So that's why I picked this up. It was a long sleeve striped sweater. I don't know, is this a mock neck or a cow neck? It's like, I guess it could swing either way because it's not very big, but it is kind of droopy. So I'm probably leaning more towards cow neck versus mock neck. But anyways, this is a size extra large, which is awesome. So yeah, it's got like the neck drawstring. Oh, good. I thought for a second the other one was stuck in there. I'm the worst at trying to get them pulled back out. I cannot do it. If you can do that, I think you're a magician. So that's piece number 1. In my first haul, it was mostly the spring and summer stuff, and I remember being like, oh gosh, like nobody's gonna buy any of this stuff in the middle of November. Okay, so up next is Lou & Grey, size extra small. I occasionally pick up Lou & Grey to sell on Poshmark and list on eBay if the price is right. So if this doesn't sell on my Whatnot show, I'll probably list it. It is fairly substantial, being a sweater. It's just like a washed navy blue color. Oh my gosh, I forgot about this. I don't know if I'm going to sell this on Whatnot. I mean, I might get a wild hair and do it, but it is a vintage Winnie the Pooh costume for a little kid. So if you have been following along for a while, you know that I acquired a massive death haul. It was right in the beginning of my YouTube channel when I talked about this, but I ended up selling it off to Josh and Haley from Hairy Tornado. They have a YouTube account as well. And they had a video on their purchase of my death pile. So if I can figure out how to link something in the video, I will try to link their video here. But in that haul, there was a vintage, Bentley thinks it's a toy. You think that's a toy for you? Oh my goodness. Is that for you? Remy just has FOMO. She doesn't care about toys, but if Bentley wants a toy, she wants it. So anyways, this is, in that haul, there was a vintage Winnie the Pooh kids costume. And I think in their video, they said they were going to donate it. And somebody commented and they were like, no, you should sell that. Like, it sells for good. And they listed it. And I want to say, I've been trying to track like what they've been selling from that haul. And I want to say I saw that it sold for like 25, 35, 45, something like that. If I can find it, I will put it on the screen. But anyways, I feel like I saw, oh, there it is. Yeah, this is from the Disney store. It's a size, hold please, 2 to 4T. So toddler size. It says Pooh on there. It's got like the cute little mittens that go over their hands. It's got like an open leg. So anyways, I probably won't list this on Whatnot. I'll probably list it on eBay and Poshmark, but that was too fun. For $1.75, I was like, I'm not leaving this to go to a landfill. If you watched my first video, they put all these price tags like right on the brand tag, so I'm gonna have to take all these off before I show you guys. So this is a pretty decent brand, Comfy USA. I just heard about it maybe like 3 or 4 months ago, and I sourced a basic black like mini jersey knit swing dress, and it sold like within 2 weeks for, I want to say like $40-ish. So when I saw this, I definitely picked it up. It is a cardigan sweater. It's a loose knit, which if you're a new reseller, loose knit just means it's like a knit that you can see through. So it's not tight. Tight is when it's not see-through. Hopefully that makes sense. So anyways, Comfy USA, size medium. This brand is made in the USA, which is great. So it's just like almost like an oatmeal, like neutral color. Alrighty, what do we have? Oh gosh, I just found a hole. That's awesome. Love that for me. All right, this is a boutique brand called Cherish, and it's this really pretty green oversized sweater, but I did just find a couple of holes in the turtleneck. So I don't know. I don't think, maybe that was a drawstring at one point. Like it feels like it's like stitched intentionally. I don't know that I've ever seen a turtleneck with a drawstring, but it does look like drawstring holes. So maybe I will still list it, and I'll just mention that there's no longer a drawstring. Let me see if I can find a size. This honestly looks like it would fit me. So it's either really oversized or it's plus size. Size large. So definitely oversized. It's just like a muted green color, and it's almost got like a waffle knit texture, but it is more like fuzzy, like a sweater versus like a t-shirt. Okay, this is J. Crew, size extra, extra small. And I say it all the time, but I really try to include like the ends of the spectrum in terms of sizing in my closets on Poshmark and eBay, and I'm trying to do the same on Whatnot. So I am a plus size person. I know how hard it is to find plus size clothing, and I know how frustrating it is to watch a Whatnot show or a Posh Live where it's all smalls, mediums, and larges. So I know how that feels. So I really want to be as inclusive as possible. And I also know that it's not just plus sizes that are left out a lot. It's also the smaller sizes. So occasionally I will pick up smaller sizes. like an extra, extra small if the piece is substantial enough. So the fact that this is J. Crew, it's a reputable brand, and it's this really cute, it's got to be linen. I haven't looked up the fabric tag yet, but there's no way that this isn't a linen blend. So I did feel like this was substantial enough to get, I don't see a fabric tag at all. It might be in there, but I don't have the patience to look for it right now. Yeah, the whole point of that was just to say that I'm trying really hard to be inclusive with sizing on both ends of the spectrum. So this is Nuitags American Eagle. This is the newest, I wouldn't say like, I don't want to say new label because it's not new, but it's the newest American Eagle label. It's been around for a few years now. This originally retailed for $60. It is this purple sweater dress. $60 retail Nuitags, you know, a really popular mall brand. Definitely wasn't going to leave that behind. I mentioned in my first video, but I am starting everything at $3. Obviously, I'm hoping for more than $3 on a lot of items, but I don't really expect more than $3. I'm not going to expect more than $3 on most of them because I don't have a big following on Whatnot yet. I know that you have to kind of work towards that. So I'm going into it being okay if I make $3 for every, like if one person bids on everything and I make $3 per item, I'm okay with that, because I know that it's going to take some time to build a following over there. Although I have been a shopper on Whatnot for a really long time, and somehow I've acquired like 120 followers without ever having done a show. So I have a little starting point, but I don't know that everyone that follows me is going to be looking for women's contemporary clothing. So anyways, up next is Joie. It looks like Joey. I called this Joey for maybe the first 3 years of reselling, and then I watched a YouTube haul and someone pronounced it Joie and my mind was blown. So if you're a new reseller, this is Joie. I don't know how to like spell it out for you. It's almost like Z-W-A-H, Joie. Does that make sense? Anyways, this is a size small. This is a brand that sold, I want to say places like Nordstrom, retails for quite a bit. It does not hold its resale value, most pieces. Of course, there's always exceptions in every brand, but this is one that I'm always hopeful for, and it never, ever does well. The fabric tag is cut out. I don't think it's anything special. It kind of feels like a acrylic or polyester blend. I mean, this brand is known for making things with silk, so I wouldn't be surprised if their sweater items are made with things like wool, but it doesn't feel, if there's wool in it, it's not a lot, because I hate the way that wool feels, and this doesn't feel like that. So hopefully that'll do well. All right, I've got another American Eagle piece. This one is not Nuitags. This is a size extra small, small. And this is like a really dark green cardigan. Clearly this bag is the winter and fall bag. The first haul, it was literally, I think there was one item that was like a winter fall item out of the entire haul. All right. I remember being excited about this, but I can't remember what the brand was. Oh yeah, this is Karen Millen. And I did look up comps for this because it sounded familiar to me, but it's not something that I pick up regularly. And the comps on it were really good. I want to say like 40 or 50. This is a super unique, it's like a light knit sweater dress. It's definitely like a fitted bodycon style, but it has this like, it almost looks like a two-piece, like a sweater on top of a dress, but it's like built in. It's like a one piece. So it's a size 1. I don't know, they must have vanity sizing because women's sizing doesn't typically have a size 1, but we'll see. I did tell myself no matter what I found, no matter how great the brand was, I was selling it on Whatnot. I was not going to pull it and sell it anywhere else. So this is one of those pieces that'll be tempting not to sell somewhere else, but I'm not going to do it. I'm going to let anybody that's coming to my Whatnot show get the deals. So this is an eyelet dress by the brand Show Me Your Moo. And you can fact check me on this. I don't know for sure. I've never looked it up, but I think this pink tag is one of their newer labels, size extra small. So yeah, this is definitely isn't a winter piece, but it's a substantial enough brand that I think it'll do well. So yeah, little mini dress eyelet. I was excited when I found that for $1.75. All right, this is a new to me brand. All right, let's see if this causes a hole in the fabric. This is what I hate. Sometimes they put it like right in the middle of the fabric. I'm gonna have to be careful getting this out. Hold, please. Oh, bless me. All right, moment of truth. All right, not half bad. Can't really see it. There's a little nick there, but it's not terrible. So yeah, this is a new to me brand. The tag and the name just intrigued me. It's Gorman, and I did look this up, and I don't remember what comps were, but I remember being like, that's a great find. So I'll put comps on the screen for this one. I don't think I'm putting comps on the screen for the rest of them, except maybe the ones, I guess we'll use the rule of thumb. If I put a comp on the screen, then it's one that I would probably sell on Poshmark or eBay. So if you see a comp, then it's one that I would pick up to sell there. This being one of them. This is like a dip dye ombre dress. It's unlined. Looks like there is a little bit of a stain on the back here. I don't know if you're gonna be able, yeah, you can see it. It's right there. Right there. But anyways, yeah, this was a great brand. So even if you aren't shopping for yourself, if you want to come to my Whatnot show, if you're a reseller, you may be able to score some, finds to resell. All right, this may be an exception of one that I'm not going to sell on Whatnot just because the market probably isn't there. So this is Chick-fil-A gear, and I think I actually got a couple of these. I think it's Josh and Haley on Harry Tornado who have said that they pick up like restaurant gear, sell them on eBay all the time. So this, because it wasn't like monogrammed or branded anybody's name or anything, I figured I'd pick it up and try it out. It's a really soft sweater. Sorry. All right. This is a brand that intrigued me. It just sounded interesting. And it also had European sizing, 38. And it's a really cute style. So it's this multicolored, I don't think it's floral, although it gives that vibe. I think it's more of like a watercolor, like abstract print. And I did some research on this, and I believe, if I remember correctly, this was a brand that sold at ASOS. And I want to say comps were like $30 or so. So it's probably one that I would sell on Poshmark and eBay. So I'll put comps on the screen. That was new to me. I'd never heard of that. All right. This was another new to me brand. And I can't remember off the top of my head what comps were, but I did look it up. White label by Ellis and Dewey, size small, made in India. Made in India, just like made in Italy and made in USA, can be a sign that something is higher quality. A lot of really great pieces come from those places. So I did look this one up. I'll put comps on the screen since I don't remember it off the top of my head. But yeah, this is just a really pretty dress. It has the original tie with it, which is a bonus. I don't know that I would have known that it should have had a tie if it wasn't there, because there's no belt loops. All right, we got more Nuba Tags American Eagle. I love finding all these Nuba Tags pieces for $1.75. So this is a size extra large. It retailed for $39.95. And this is a little off the shoulder peplum, like semi-cropped balloon sleeve striped top. So I'm sure somebody on Whatnot will love that. When I was growing up and in college, I wore a ton of American Eagle. I loved it. Those used to be my favorite jeans. Now my favorite jeans are Target because I'm fancy like that. But it's hard to find good, like decent plus size jeans that aren't grandma jeans. No offense to grandmas. I love grandmas, but I'm just not into their jean style. All right, this is J. Crew. This is not their newest label, but it's one of the newer labels, the cursive one. This is a size 6, and this is really pretty. It's just like this crushed velvet top and this chartreuse color, which is like a I think I said it in my last video or one of my most recent videos. It's like a yellow green color. That's nice. I think it is missing a tie because look, y'all, it has belt loops. Love that for me. All right, this is one of the only kids pieces that I picked up. I can get a little irresponsible when things are as cheap as $1.75. I can convince myself that I need something or that it's going to sell or that I know somebody in my life that could wear it because it's just such a good deal. I can't pass it up. Not that that's the case with this one. This one should actually sell, but hang on, I'm going to button it for you. All right, I'm not a parent, but I can't imagine that any parent would want to purchase this for a child because it just took me an extremely long time to button these up. It was not easy. But this is a Ralph Lauren baby, 18-month, cute little cardigan. It's got these precious little ears on the hood. It's so cute. So it'd be really cute unbuttoned. Then you wouldn't have to go through what I just went through, but it's got some details on it. What is that, a heart? Maybe a teddy bear. It's slightly deformed, but I think it's supposed to be a teddy bear. So anyways, you know, I might include that on my Whatnot show. I don't know if anybody would be looking for kids' clothes on there, but if I have it, might as well list it. All right, in the, what am I trying to say? And going with being inclusive on sizing, this is a brand, Long Tall Sally, that is made specifically for tall people. This is a size medium, so everything in their brand is made tall. So this, to some people, may look like a sweater dress, but it's probably just a sweater for somebody that's very tall. But this is a really pretty color. If somebody prefers, that's not technically a tall size, just prefers longer items, this could work for them as well. But I have sold a ton of Long Tall Sally in my reselling career, and it sells really well, every category. I don't think that you can find it many places. And I think maybe some people, this is just an assumption that people that are tall maybe don't have a lot of options for clothing that is long enough for them. So like I would list something and like within 2 weeks it'd be gone. So it's definitely a brand that I look for. Now, will it do good on Whatnot? I have no idea. I mean, it's so hard with these sizes, the smaller sizes, the plus sizes, and the sizes like talls and petites. Like on Poshmark and eBay, you have, I don't know, millions of shoppers that could be looking for that size. On Whatnot, I may have 12 people, if I'm lucky, in my first show, and the chances of one of them being one of those smaller sizes, plus sizes, or taller petite, like probably not the highest odds on that. So we'll see. I'm still going to put it in there so that I have options for everybody. I did find a pair of Spanx. These are a size large, and they are just like their standard camo legging. They're in great condition. I did check the butt. That's where you can find a lot of wear, and it seemed pretty good. Might have to do a little sweater shaver on it, but generally speaking, it's pretty good. And I think this is like a gray navy colorway. Oh, this was a personal purchase. So I don't have kids. I don't know if I'm going to have kids, but I have for the past 3 or 4 years been acquiring a kid bin of my favorite thrifted finds of little kid clothes. So occasionally I will pick up something like this. I think it might be a little like christening outfit, and want to know the best part? It comes with a bonnet. So I picked this up for personal use. I'm going to put this in my little kid bin, and hopefully maybe one day be able to use it for personal use. All right, this is one of my favorite bread and butter brands to sell on Poshmark and eBay. It is, let me see if I can get it straight for you, Soft Surroundings. And this is a size extra large. So this is a black and white, I'd say mini dress tunic, maybe like a beach cover up. It definitely gives a beach cover up vibe. It's a little bit sheer and thin. I'm I mean, I guess you could wear it as a top if you wore like a camisole or something underneath it, but yeah, super cute. Again, running trend of this video, $1.75. Couldn't leave that behind. Okay, this is a new with tags Life is Good t-shirt. And if y'all have been watching my channel for a while, you are gonna know why I picked this up. It's got a paw print. I am the resident dog lady, so anything with a paw print. I don't pick anything with a paw print up, but if it's cute and trendy, like I know that there's some dog people out there that are crazy enough to buy stuff like this. Like if this were my size, I would keep it. And Life is Good is a great brand if you can find like the right piece. So I am going to sell that because it's not my size. This may be one of my best finds out of this entire haul. And I was about to leave and I was like, there's one section I didn't look through. Let me just like thumb through it really quickly. And I'm really glad I did because I found this. So the brand is Ann Mashburn. If you're not familiar with it, I don't know a lot about it, but I do know that it sells really well. I just recently sold, granted it was new with tags, but it was a baby camel hair, like knee length dress, tan dress, that I sold for a consignment client. And I think it sold for like 130, maybe something like that. I'll put it on the screen, but this is just a chambray button down top. And it's not buttoned right now, so it looks a little wonky. It's got this like elastic, almost smocked neckline, with these, I don't know what these sleeves are called. I've never seen anything like this. It's almost like a bat sleeve. I've heard like bat wing sleeve be used for like a long sleeve top where like the cuff is tight and then it like it's like big and it goes straight into the shirt, but I've never seen like a short sleeve version. So I don't know if you would use that same keyword or not. But yeah, Ann Mashburn is great. It doesn't sell quick. I think it took maybe 8 months for that dress to sell, but it did get quite a bit of attention and I got a lot of lowball offers on it. But eventually it ended up selling for, it was still an offer. I think I had it listed at like $175 or $200. So it was still an offer, but it wasn't like a $50 offer like I'd received before. All right, this is H&M, just a mall brand, but look how pretty this is, y'all. I hope it's showing up on camera as well as it is in person. But it's really pretty. It's got all these like feminine ruffles and it's a floral. It's got like the dainty lace up in the front. It's got these sleeves that have cuffs at the end. So very thin, very sheer. You'd have to wear a camisole underneath it. Size large. But yeah, super pretty. I had to pick that up. I said in my first video, I did pick quite a bit up based on style for this because the prices are so low, which is like, it goes against like everything in me. Like I have just, after being essentially trained from other resellers on YouTube over the years, like to look for all these sellable factors, like to just pick up based on style feels so unnatural, but you know, it's kind of all an experiment. It's either going to work or it's not. So we'll find out. If nothing sells, we'll know not to do that next time. This is another plus size piece. This is Lane Bryant, size 14-16. It's this really pretty sweater. I'm kind of glad this isn't my size or I probably would keep it. Although this is not my color. Never will be. I finally accepted that. I used to try to force it all the time and I would have like photos taken at events and like, it was almost like camouflage on me because I was so pale. So like the white blended in with my skin. It was horrific. We don't talk about those pictures. I grew up on an island and everyone that I was friends with was super tan and didn't have to wear sunscreen. So I boycotted sunscreen and I would burn to a crisp at the beach and peel and have to hide in my house while I was peeling. And finally, I think maybe like halfway through college, I realized like, okay, Courtney, this is never going to happen for you. And I invested in some sunscreen and stopped trying to force it. So life is a lot less painful now. All right, this is G, which is just a boutique brand, size small. I typically try to pick up like bigger sizes in this brand, but this is beautiful. This is a cardigan and it's like a long line cardigan. And it's got like a mixed print, floral and paisley striped. It's got a lot going on. But yeah, this is really, really pretty. I'm sure that somebody will want to pick this up, especially because we're in prime cardigan season. And honestly, you could wear that one in the fall or in the spring. I honestly think it would work for either. All right, another plus size piece. This is Torrid size 2. It's just this nice little floral. I don't think I've ever seen a print like this where it's just kind of like randomly scattered all over. But again, I was trying to be inclusive, so that's actually my size, but not really my style, so I'm going to sell it. All right, we're getting down to the bottom. Still have quite a few pieces, but all right, this is yet another plus size piece. Honestly, think I got just as many plus size pieces as I did regular sizes. This is Catherine's, and I said in my last video, I've never sold it myself, but I've watched a lot of Kaylee Elaine's videos recently, and she's been selling it for quite a bit, and the style on this one was really cute. So it's got, it almost looks like a tank and a top. So it's got a cold shoulder. So I said in one of my videos, like maybe a month ago, I was like, oh, it's a cold shoulder, that's so out of style. And somebody corrected me in the comments and said that they recently looked at like Elle magazine, or I don't know, I don't read magazines, but one of like the fashion magazines, and that cold shoulder was all over every page. So apparently it's coming back. I haven't seen it for myself, so take that with a grain of salt, but somebody commented on a YouTube video and told me that. So maybe this is technically going to be in style if that is coming back. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm like waiting for the day when like business casual at the bar comes back. Like was in, when I was in college, we would literally wear like round toe pumps, pencil skirts with like a big belt and like a ruffly blouse, like something that you'd see in a corporate boardroom now. And I'm like, what were we thinking? And now I see like the kids that are the same age that I was then, and they're wearing like socks with sandals and leggings and oversized t-shirts to the bar. And I'm like, they don't realize how easy they have it. Like we were walking a mile to the bar in stiletto pumps. It's no wonder I have bad feet now. But yeah, we're hoping that doesn't make a resurgence. All right. Actually, I think I bought this for myself, and I probably shouldn't share this with you because it's embarrassing, but I'm going to do it anyway. So I got myself a Christmas pajama muumuu dress. Really, there's no difference between a muumuu and a dress. It is buttoned down. It's got llamas or alpacas on it, which I'm not really into, but I'm into being cozy, and this is really soft. So yeah, I'm sure my husband will be thrilled about that, but you know, I dress for comfort around here. I think this is also a personal piece. Yeah, just a pair of PJ pants. Love a good leopard piece. I guess this is my personal stack. This is a pair of Old Navy leggings. These are 3X. I don't know if they're going to fit. They may be a little big. And if so, I'll just wear them as pajama pants. All right. I feel like maybe I bought this for myself as well. Although it's just a large, extra large. It's an open front cardigan. It's just Walmart. So I don't think I would have picked that up to resell. But I do like it. So I'm pretty sure I bought that for myself. Yeah, clearly this is just my personal pile. These are for me. Old Navy Active, which I love me a good Old Navy Active piece. Like, I swear I like them more than Lululemon. This one is definitely for me as well. It's just like a poncho. Uh-oh, maybe I'll sell it. That's too short. Yeah, I'm gonna sell this one. So it's just like a poncho. It's got like a fringe. It almost just looks like a scarf. But I think I thought it went the other way. Like I thought it went this way, so it would be longer. But the tag is here, so I think it goes this way. So yeah, that'll be my Whatnot show. All right, I guess I racked up on some loungewear for myself. This is, what brand is this? I think Secret Treasures is Walmart, but it's this really cute robe. It's like a jersey knit robe. So that's for me. Did you guys grow up in a fashion show family? You know what that means? If you don't know what that means, you probably didn't. So I grew up in a fashion show family, which meant that every time we went out and went like school shopping or bought like a special occasion dress or anything, you immediately come home. The rest of the family is in the living room. You try on every piece that you purchased and do a fashion show for them. We did it every single time we went shopping. I didn't learn until well into adulthood that not every family did that, and that we may be considered weirdos for that, but I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I still do it to my husband to this day. Like if I buy something new, I don't necessarily try it on, but I will make him sit there and I'll go through every piece. I'm like, you like this? Do you like this? Do you like this? And he's like, it all looks the same. So anyways, little sidebar there. All right. Yet again, another piece for me, just a pajama dress. That brand is Andre by Unit, which I have sold before. All right, I think we're just gonna finish this out with more stuff for me. I guess I got a new pajama wardrobe this day. I will say I'm impressed with how many plus size pieces this store has, because you don't always find that. Yeah, yet another pajama dress. Secret Treasures, Walmart. So anyways, wasn't planning on showing you guys my new pajama wardrobe, but there you go. So I've got two more, a little bit smaller bags than this one that I have for you guys. So I will make sure I get that filmed and show you what I found. Are you guys enjoying this? The first one didn't do that great, so I don't know if maybe people don't care about Whatnot or because it's not items that we sell on Poshmark and eBay. So let me know in the comments below, because if you guys don't care about what I'm sourcing for Whatnot, I definitely don't have to haul it for you guys. It's totally up to y'all. So just let me know what you thought. Yeah, I think, you know, my sourcing strategy is source low, sell cheap. For Whatnot, at least to start out until I can gain a following. I did at FlipCon, which is a reselling conference that I went to. It's like a networking event. I met a girl who is popular on Instagram for doing content around like getting out of debt and being debt free and things like that. She was a panel speaker at FlipCon. Her like Instagram name, I'll put it up here, but I think it's Ghetto Gazelle is what she goes by. And she and I just happened to sit next to each other at lunch one day at FlipCon, and we were just talking and about Whatnot, and we had just watched a Whatnot panel with Renzi, and they were talking about it and how easy it was to get out of debt if you're consistent with Whatnot. And she and I talked about it, and we were like, we're gonna do this, like we are gonna do it. So when I scheduled my first show, I reached out to her and I said, hey, I just wanted to let you know, as a follow-up to our conversation at lunch, like I finally scheduled my first show, like thank you for your motivation, you encouraged me to do it, etc. And she said that she held her first show, I think in September or maybe October, and she's hooked. So she said it was awesome. So I really hope that that's my experience. I don't know if it will be. It's literally a guessing game. I have no clue. I think it really depends on like if it's worth the work, because I do know my friend Shay over at True Rummage has told me how much work it is, you know, to prep for a show and do all of that. And it takes a lot of energy to be live, you know, in front of a crowd for, you know, an extended period of time. And I am very much, I have ADHD. I've told you guys that before. So I lose interest quickly. So if I don't see like progress or quite a bit of money coming in from it, I don't know that it's something I'd continue, because I'm doing great on Poshmark and eBay, and you know, why rock the boat. But I do like the idea of being able to flip inventory faster. I like the idea of being able to interact with you guys or people that are coming to my Whatnot shows in the comments. And I like the idea of making a little bit of money while giving people a good deal. So again, I'm going to try it out. I'm not making any promises to myself or you guys that I'm going to be like a new Whatnot seller. I'll definitely keep selling on Poshmark and eBay, because there's items like higher dollar items, higher ASP items, higher cost of good items that just don't make sense for Whatnot. And like the lower prices that people are used to paying on Whatnot. So I definitely don't see like me being a full-time Whatnot seller or anything. I don't know. I don't want to say never. You never know what'll happen, but I would be surprised if that happened. So anyways, I'm just rambling at this point. It is time for dinner and time to give Bentley his insulin shot. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you have not already, I would love it if you would subscribe. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much. Have a good day.